Hello guys, welcome to AppDev channel. The topic for today's video is about Python lists. As this is somewhat bigger topic to cover details about lists in Python, I have divided this topic into two different parts, part 1 and part 2. In this is the part 1, and in this video we will get to know what is a list and how to create a list, and what are the different kinds of operations, like how to add, remove, or how to loop through the list elements and all. In this part, we will get to know all those details. In the second part, we will get to know the different kinds of list operations, like how we can join two lists, how we can sort the lists, how to copy the lists, what is list comprehension. All those details we will get to see in the next part of the videos, part 2. Okay, so let us start with the part 1 agenda, and these are the agenda items for today's video. We'll see what is a list and how we can create a list, how to access the list items, how to update or change the list items, how to add, remove the list items, how we can iterate through the list. Okay, these are the topics we are going to see today. See, until now we have seen like assigning a single value to a variable, right? Suppose if you want to store another value like this, the old value will be overwritten and the new value will be replacing the old value, right? But if you want to store multiple values or group of values or group of strings like this, right? Group of strings like this into a single variable, we have to create a collection entity. So collection entity in Python is used to store group of values, okay, in a single variable. There are four kinds of collection entities available in Python. One is list, next one is tuple, next one is dictionary, and the final one is set. Okay, these are the four kinds of collection entities available in Python. So let us start talking about or getting more details about the first entity, that is list. Okay, we know that collection entity is used to store group of values, right? So let us see how to create a collection entity. For one example, we will see how to create a list today. Okay, so list, as we know, collection is a group of values, right? Let us take a group of colors. Okay, let me see. Yeah, group of colors. Okay, red color, blue color, green. See, these are the group of colors. This is the syntax. We have to create a list like this. Okay, with square brackets separated by comma. And if you print colors now, what will happen? We will see. See this, it is printing it, right? So here we are storing group of color names into colors, and that is a list. Colors is a list. This is one way of creating a list. The another way is creating a list by using constructor. Okay, here we are using colors like this, right? So there is another way, that is a list constructor. To this list constructor, we have to pass the list of colors. Okay, like this. Okay, let me run it. See this. So this is another way to create. This is a constructor. This is accepting. This constructor is accepting list of colors. Okay. And there is one more way to create a list other than this assigning array of values and other than this list constructor, right? There is another way that is like this. Okay, list is a keyword. For this one, we have to mention the array of values like this. Okay, so this is another way of creating a list. If you print this, we'll see this. So these are the different ways we create a list. Okay, but whenever we are creating a list, right, each item is separated by comma here, and all those items are surrounded with square bracket. So each item is called as a list item. Okay, so let us know more details about the list items now. Okay, so list items can be of any data type. Okay, see, let us take our this example. Yeah, this example. See here, list is having all the strings here, right? It's not only that. Okay, we can also store numbers also in string in a list. Okay, see this. It's not only numbers, not only strings. We can also store the combination of numbers and strings. Okay, like this. Let us see this. So list is a group of values, and each item in that list can be of any data type, not only specific to a similar data type. Okay, they can be of any data type. And list items are ordered, which means that the order in which we insert the items, right, that order will be preserved. No changes to the order. Whatever items, if you are adding newly to that list, right, they will be added at the end of the list. Say for example, like this, right? Suppose if you are adding one more item, right, yellow, that will be there, that will be added at the end of the list like this. There is no change to the existing order, to the order of the existing items. Okay, there are functions available to change the position of an item, but as long as it is not modified, right, the order will be preserved. That is about the second property of list items. Next one is changeable. List items are changeable, which means that we can add or update or remove the items from the list even after its creation. So here we have created the list, right? After creation also we can do the modifications to the list items that we will see in a while. Okay, how to do the, how to change the elements of a list. Okay, also the another property is list items can be duplicated, which means that I can add duplicate values like this any number of times. See this, list is accepting it, right? So list items can be duplicated, list items are changeable, list items are ordered, list items can be of any data type. So once the list is created, suppose if you want to know the how many items or how many elements are there in that list, right? Like we know length function is available to know the list of length of a string. Length function is available to know the length of a list as well. Okay, see here how many elements, total 8 elements are there. Once we find the length of an element, suppose let us see how to access the list items. Okay, say for example, let us compare our how to access the items in a list with how to access the characters in a string. Okay, see here, str string we have, right? This is what we have seen in the earlier video, strings in Python. If you want to know what all operations we can do on strings in Python language, right? You can refer to my video, which I'll be mentioning in the description. So let us see, suppose if you want to know a specific index, uh, character at a specific index, right? This is how we use. So I want to know the character at the second index, that is giving L, right? In the same way, my list is having these many elements, right? Okay, my list is having these many elements. Now if I want to know the element that is present at index 2, okay, so that also is possible. Okay, 0, we know that, right? Index starts from 0, 1, 2, so it should ideally print the value 40. Let us see it. See this. So similar syntax what we are using to get a character at a particular position in a string, same syntax we can use to get an element at a particular position in a list. Okay, that is about the positive index. We know the negative indices are also there, right? So let's say, for example, negative indices start from right side to left side, go from right to left, right? It starts from here, -1, -2, -3. So let's say, for example, I want to know -4. Okay, what is there in -4? -4 is having A. In the same way, list elements can also be accessed by negative index, -1, -2, -3. I want to see what is there in -3 position. See this yellow is coming, right? It starts from -1 from right side. That is about the negative index. It's not only that, not only by the index, but by range also we can extract the elements, right? Like we extract the characters in a string. Say for example, like this. Let's say for example, I'm taking this string, right? So I want to know the characters within the range 1 to 4. 4 will be excluded, right? It starts from first index 1, 2, 3. ELL it will give. See this ELL it is giving. In the same way, if I want to know the elements that are elements in the list in the range 1 to 4, the same we can use it. Okay, it is giving 0, 1, 2, 3, right? 20, 30, 40 and red. Okay, that is about the ranges. Okay, we know it, right? There is a in operator available to find whether a particular word is present in a string or not, right? Hello in str. Okay, so the same in operator we can use it. See here it is returning true, right? The same in operator we can use to find whether a particular element is there in the string or not. Say for example in list or not. Okay, in colors. Okay, let us see what it returns. See this 20, 30 is there, right? Let me see whether 20 returns or not. See, 20 itself is not there, 20, 30 is there. That's why it is returning false here. That is about getting single element or the single element by an index from a list, or multiple elements by a range from a list. Okay, now let us look at how we can change the list elements. Okay, we know list items are changeable, right? Okay, Now let us take this simple list. Okay, how we can change the elements in a list. Okay, this is a simple list. Suppose yeah, okay, let us see how to change an element that is at a particular position. Okay, suppose I want to change an element at index 1. Okay, colors of 1 is equal to, I want to change it to green. Okay, if after change, if I print this, let us see what it will print. See this index 1 blue is replaced by green, right? Say for example, I want to print this string object, this list object along with a string message. Okay, colors list after replace. Okay, if I do like this, what will happen? We will see. Here we are trying to append a list with a string. Okay, see this can only concatenate string, not list. So what we have to do in such case, we have to do the formatting, right? So format, to that format we have to pass a variable, and this variable will be replaced in a placeholder. Okay, here like this whatever the placeholder we mentioned here, right, that will be replaced with the value that we are passing to the format function. This we know, right? Yeah, see this colors list after replace red green yellow. Okay, this is how we can pass a list to a format function while we are concatenating a list to a string. Okay, next this is how we update an item at a particular position in a list. Okay, now we will see how to update uh, multiple items at a time. When I say multiple items, suppose I will pass a range. Okay, I will pass a range of indexes and I will pass the list of values. So like this. Okay, suppose red and blue are there, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay, here I am having one more. Okay, orange. This is my list. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I want to replace the new elements, new values like this, green and gray. Okay, see here, I'm passing a range here, right? Range of indexes 1, 2, 3. Okay, 0, 1, 2, and 3 will be excluded, right? So blue and yellow, I want to replace them with green and gray. Okay, that is my aim to replace green and gray here. Okay, see, let us see here. See, red is still there, blue is replaced with green, yellow is replaced with gray, and orange is still there. This is how we can replace multiple values at a time by using range of indices. Okay, see here, we are trying to replace two values, and we are giving the index also two indexes range. Say for example, okay, I am passing only one value. Okay, which means that values are less than what values are less than the given index range. Index range is 2 here. Two elements I want to replace, but I am passing only one value. What it will happen, we will see. Okay, see this red, green, orange. Okay, what happened? Red is still there. One index value blue that is replaced with green. Okay, but we have not given any value for the second index. but we are passing the second index also to be replaced, right? So but we have not given any value, right? So whatever the value that is there in the existing list, that will be shifted to the left side. Okay, that kind of adjustment will be done by replacing its value, because we don't want the value. We are passing an index but we are not giving any value here. That's why the existing value will be overriding the value that is at the given position for which we have not passed the value. Okay, this is about replacing values is less than the replace index range. Okay, there is another scenario when values are more than the given range. Okay, say for example, here I am passing two index range, right? I'll pass three values. Okay, indigo, pink. Okay, now let us see what will happen. See this red, green, indigo, pink, orange came, right? Which means that red is still there. Blue and yellow should be replaced with green, indigo, pink. Blue and yellow are replaced with green, indigo, and pink. If you see here, yellow is also replaced, right? Orange is still there. So the orange position earlier it is fourth index. Now 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 0, 1, 2, 3. Earlier it is third index. Now it is at the fourth index. That is how the existing elements will be adjusted based on the values we pass. If there are any less values or if there are any more values compared to the index we are range we are passing, right? The existing elements will be adjusted. This is how we can replace with multiple values at a time. Okay, so all these approaches, right, are replacing the existing value. But what if you want to insert an item at a specific position without replacing the existing element in that position? Then, say for example, I want to add a new color to this list in position 1. Okay, but I want the blue still to be retained there. In such case, we have a function available in list, that is insert function, colors dot insert. I want the index number 1 should be having some new color. Okay, now we will see what it will print. See, this purple is there, blue colors position is adjusted now, blue, yellow, orange, because we are specifically looking to insert the purple color at the index 1. That's why it is inserted there and all other items are adjusted. This is how we can insert a particular element at a particular position without replacing also. So that's all about changing the list items. Okay, now we will see how to add an element to a list. Okay, this is one of the example, right, which we have seen here. Insert is giving us the privilege to add new element to the list. Okay, there is another function, okay, available, that is append. Okay, whenever you try to append something, purple, say for example I am trying to append purple only. Okay, here I am not giving any index. Now what it will do, let us see, it is added at the end of the list. So here you cannot mention any index position where you want to append. Append will always add at the end of the list. Say for example, if I pass index position, right, it will not accept. It accepts only the one argument. Okay, so that is about adding an element at the end of the list. Okay, this is about adding one element or two elements, right? Suppose for example I have two lists. Okay, colors 1 and colors 2. Okay, colors2 is equal to, here I have pink and pink and purple. Okay, now I want to add colors one list to colors2. Okay, then there is a function colors1 dot extend. Okay, I want to extend colors1 to add the items that are present in colors2. Okay, now if I print colors1, what will happen? We will see. See this red, blue, yellow, orange, pink, purple. Okay, colors one is having all the 6 elements consolidated values of list, colors one list and colors two list. This is about adding one list to another list by using the extend function. Okay, that is about adding items to the list. Now let us see how to remove the items from the list. Okay. Uh, okay, let us take one list now. See here I want to remove item at the index number 2. Okay, so colors1 dot, there is a function available pop. Okay, I have to pass an index to it, from where you want to remove the element from that list, right? You can pass that index to that pop function. If you pass it, red, blue, orange, yellow is removed. This is about removing an element by an index, but I want to remove an element by element value. Suppose like this. Okay, pop, right? It's not pop. We have to use the remove function. Okay, if I remove, okay, let me remove blue now. Okay, this is about removing an element by the element value. Okay, and there is another function, I mean the same variant of pop, overloaded version of the pop. If you don't pass any index, right, it will always remove the element that is at the end of the list. See, orange is there at the end of the list, right? That is removed now. At the end of the list, element will be removed if you don't pass any index to the pop function. Okay, that is about remove operations. Okay, there is another thing. Okay, there is a del keyword. Okay, suppose we have seen, right, about removing an element by index, right? In the same way, del is also used to remove an element from a specific position. Okay, suppose this is removing an element at the index position 1, right? See this red, yellow, orange. In the same way, you can pass del. Okay, I mean del is a keyword available, and you have to pass the element index along with the index. Colors of 1, I want to remove the element that is present in the index 1 in colors 1 list. I want to delete it. Okay, see this, it is still removing it, right? In the same way, del is also used not only for removing an element at a particular position, but if you want to remove a list completely like this, okay, that also we can use it. See this, after it is removed completely means it will be removed from the memory also. Okay, that's why you are trying to access the colors one list here after del. That's why it is giving the error, name colors one is not defined. There is another function available, that is clear. Okay, suppose this is the same list, right? Colors one dot clear. Okay, if I call clear, okay, clear will only remove the elements, but the list will be still there, empty list. See this empty list, right? Empty list will be still there in the memory, but elements will be removed. But if you call del, elements will be removed, the list itself will be removed from the memory. That is the difference between clear and del functions. Now, till now, what we have seen, we have seen how to create the list, how to access the elements by index and by the range, by positive index, how to update the elements, multiple elements, single element, how to append the elements, how to remove the elements, del function, clear function, remove at a pop function, remove at a particular position, remove by index, remove by content, remove by element, list element, all those things we have seen, right? Now, the last topic for today's video is list iteration. Okay, iteration means how we can print traverse through the elements in a list. Okay, so this is the list, right? So first approach, this is my colors list. Okay, first approach is by for loop. Okay, for loop, what I have to do for each color in colors. Okay, see, for each color in colors, I want to iterate and print the color. This can be, this color is a variable. For each iteration of the colors list, the whatever it is extracting, right, that will be stored in this color variable. You can have anything here. Okay, for x in colors. Okay, see this what it will print. See this red, blue, yellow, orange. So you can have any name here. So for each color, if you want to iterate a loop, that you can do like this. Okay, this is one way of iterating a loop list. Okay, there is another way uh, where we have to take the length of a list. Okay, and pass that length to the range function. Hmm? Let us see how to do that. That is also with for loop only. Okay, for in, okay, range, to this range function we have to pass the length of list colors. Okay, length means len, right? Yeah, length of colors. See if what it will give, it gives us an index. Okay, it is the index based traversal of a list. Now if I print something colors of index, the same colors list whatever we have here, right, the same list we have to use to get the element by the index, and this is giving us the index by iterating through this for loop with the range of the length of the list. Let us see this, it is still printing, right? Suppose if I print index, okay, what it will give, we'll see this 0 1 2 3, those the positions of those list items it is giving. Okay, okay, now there is another way. I mean, we have seen the for loop without range and with range, right? By index based also we have seen. Now there is another way with using while loop. Okay, see here, here in while loop, what we have to do is we have to mention a condition to go uh, till the end of string, end of list, right? So colors, length of colors. So length of colors, we know it will come by the length function. I'm creating a variable and I want to iterate this loop, uh, and for each and every iteration I want to increment it. Once before incrementing, I want to print the element. Okay, print colors of I. Okay, let us see what it will print. See this, it is still printing, right? Red, blue, yellow, orange. So these are the different ways to loop through the list by using for loop, by using range for loop, and also by using while loop. Okay, that's all for now. In the next video, we will talk about how to iterate through the list using list comprehension, how to join the lists, how we can sort the lists, how we can copy the lists. All those operations we will see in the next second part of the video. Thanks for watching. Please give it a like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.